me? I don't give a shit to get beat. Challenge.
Emmitt Smith taking it all the way. He's got the 20. He's got the 10. He's got the touchdown. And he's got the NFL rushing championship for the second year in a row.
Handoff goes to Barry Sanders. Bounces off a tackler.
Oh, this is incredible. This is one of the very best. Touchdown 49ers. Highway 101 belongs to Jerry Rice. Next exit, Hall of Fame.
Hops away, cuts back into the middle, gets across the 30, 35. He's got it all the way.
Picked up by Carter, 35-30, breaks a tackle, 25, cuts inside the 20, breaks another tackle, down the sideline, big touchdown.
Washington Redskins as he swan dives into the end zone.
Boy, Sakahema is punching the goalpost. He's so happy. The Eagles have broken this game apart.
Art Monk is now the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history.
Celebrate yet. Great job. Let's go.
No smiling, wipe it off, it's not over. Keep yourself in the game. It's a long way, no smiling. Wipe those smiles off your face. Get your game face on, man, let's got it. Let's go.
Bono to throw, over the middle, caught in the middle of the field by Brant Jones at the 50.
Fumbled
He
it.
fumbles the ball. The Cardinals recover. 40. And now the ball is taken away. And down the near sideline goes Sherrard. And he's into the end zone and he scores.
Rod Serling is here. I know he is. He wrote the script of that play. I've never seen anything like that.
What's been happening? What's happened is over. You just got to stay to what you're doing. Stick with your net. Keep believing. That's what we got to have.
You get where you feel like you can rush the quarterback. You understand? Yeah. Rush the quarterback.
Back to throw is Boone. He's in trouble. Fumble. 3rd and long. They pressure him and they sack him and he fumbles the ball.
Setting up, but he's sacked again. They've got him.
Here comes John Elway.
Elway's got the ball to the end zone.
John Elway has done it again.
This guy will go down as the greatest come-from-behind player in National Football League history.
The New York Jets are going to win this football game for Dennis Byrd.
D-Bird! D-Bird, this is for you, baby.
D-Bird, baby. You D-Bird. We got one, baby. Buffalo, baby. All right, D-Bird.
It couldn't be more dramatic. It couldn't be more dramatic. They are going crazy. The Eagles are in the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, the decade of decline is officially over. The Chargers are going to the playoffs.
I can't tell you how happy I am today. It pleases me to no end. I've waited 9 years for this.
Going for the bundle, got a guy open. It is caught. Touchdown.
Leaping high over the defender in the end zone.
Oh, baby, what a play.
Put that sucker in your VCR.
Over the shoulder catch of the 5. He tumbles into the end zone.
We have watched the Bills surge back for 28 points.
We are witnessing one of the most remarkable games in the history of this game.
This football team is going to Pasadena. The Cowboys are going to a Super Bowl.
California, here they come. The Bills are going to the big show.
Hi, I'm Steve Sable. This year demonstrated that the road to the Super Bowl can be surveyed in many ways. If we wanted to measure the season in terms of winners and losers, then we'd point out that each of the NFL's 6 divisions had a winner that was different from the team that won the year before. If we wanted to talk about individual achievements, then we'd mention Sterling Sharp's 108 receptions, a new single-season record. But the meaning of every NFL season goes beyond statistics. The names and numbers, they always change, but the essence of the game remains constant. In its own way, the road to the Super Bowl is like a mythic quest. It's a demanding journey, an adventure that creates heroes. And it's marked by tests of character, cunning, and courage. At the end of the journey lies the Vince Lombardi Trophy, pro football's version of the Holy Grail or the Golden Fleece. But before we can discuss the end of this journey, we've got to start at the beginning, where teams prepare for the unknown and unexpected, as the call to adventure is sounded.
The road to the Super Bowl is a wild ride. And if you're not careful, down can become up, and up can become down. It's a ride where the road ahead is never clear, and what you think you see isn't always what's real. Appearances can be deceiving, and only those who can tell the forest from the trees will make it from beginning to end.
The start of something is always fun. It's always something a little bit special, but it can't be any different than every piece of this puzzle as we put it together all during the season. And no matter what happens out there on that field, no matter what kind of a good play they make, they're a good team, they're going to make some plays. Never give in to it. Nobody gives up. Never give up.
Let's knock them on their backs, butt them in the mouth, knock their ass in the dirt. That's what we got to do.
We've been waiting for it too long! Let's go now from the top rope, baby! Bring it, bring it, bring it!
You gotta be ready, you gotta know you're ready. Right. Somebody with confidence and fun, and no matter what else you do, you hit!
It's a jungle out there, baby. If you ain't ready to be in that jungle, you better go home.
Hey, baby! We're gonna be here all day, baby! I like this kind of party! I like this kind of party, baby! Time to rumble!
Did he say rumble or
Humble! Oh, man!
Despite the best intentions and intensity, adventures often begin with a misstep or two, and the road to the Super Bowl is no exception.
Well, doesn't take long for disaster to strike, does it? Most unlikely play you'll ever see!
My God! Oh my goodness! What we hoped would not happen has just happened.
I thought you keep that camera running, you might miss some! Forward out, baby! Three now! Three, whatever, just get out!
This guy's really lost out there now.
Well, Nate, we had a good first half. Just keep it going, baby.
Anybody out there in TV land know where we can get some decent refs?
Sure, blame the refs. At least they can take a shot and stay on their feet.
How about that?
It wasn't pretty.
Oh boy! The wheels are starting to fall off the wagon.
While the scoring on the field wasn't always hot, the scoring on the sidelines was rather steamy.
Uh-oh! Who would have thunk it? This could be serious.
I don't believe it!
Yoink! And double yoink!
There has to be a thirst for adventure to be successful in the NFL. There has to be that certain hunger.
Come on, feeding frenzy!
If you don't understand all this, just ask Vi. He'd tell you that from maggots to meggots, from chickens to pickens, from show dogs to show boats, this was the year of the show off.
Checking out all the behind.
While there are countless players who toot their own horn, only a few hear the call to adventure and succeed. Not everyone has the mental toughness.
It's all psychological, baby. It's in the mind. It's in the mind. That's what it is. It's in the mind. Tell them, Luke, it's in the mind, baby. It's in the mind. My mind's cold right now. Yeah.
But Brett Favre did have the mental toughness. He wore his heart on his sleeve and turned what had been dark days in Green Bay into the dawn of a bright future.
I think they're going to win today. Marvin Nugan.
The 23-year-old quickly captured the favor of fans and the attention of opponents.
Hey, man, this young quarterback, man, somebody knock him out for me, will you?
Favre couldn't be knocked out. He even played through the pain of a dislocated shoulder, and when games were on the line, accepted his call to adventure.
One person has to rise and make the big plays, and I'd like for it to be me. I thrive for those positions.
I can't
believe it, Jim. A great pass by Favre.
And the Packers win it.
While Favre enjoyed a wild ride in his first year in Green Bay, Coach Bobby Ross took an even more incredible journey in his initial season in San Diego. Boss Ross's Chargers began the year 0-4, but hope was never lost. The Chargers searched for answers, yet kept the faith. 12 games and 11 wins later, they were champions of the AFC West.
Heavenly and most gracious Father, we want to thank you, Lord, for this victory. Your word says every good and perfect gift comes from above, Lord, and this is a good and perfect gift. Thank you for the adversity, Lord. Starting out at 0-4, Lord, and sticking together and just believing in one another. Amen. Caring for one another. No one ever believed we could be here except us. It's just a testimony to just perseverance.
Oh, Steve got it! Touchdown, San Diego! The blitz is going to get hit, going to get buried. Down to the 5, keeps going. Down to the goal line, fumble. Touchdown, San Diego! Throwing deep to the end zone. Intercepted. Bernie Trent, the corner to the 10. Dives in. Touchdown, San Diego! Safety, San Diego!
Guess things are changing in San Diego.
Things did change. Junior Seau led a defense that yielded 101 fewer points than in the previous year. And new quarterback Stan Humphries directed a revitalized offense. But San Diego's most important pickup was Ross, a coach who refused to quit.
We've been in tougher situations than this, okay? You've been in tougher situations. Keep your poise, play together, keep playing hard. You understand? Have confidence and belief in that. You can make it happen. 1, 2, 3.
Maybe we can make NFL history. 0-4, maybe inside the playoffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, the decade of decline is officially over. The Chargers are going to the playoffs.
The Chargers answered their call to adventure, surprised everyone, and captured their first playoff win since 1982.
Think we can do it? I do. Cinderella, call us anything you want, baby, but we're here.
Straight ahead, 50, 45, breaks a tackle to the 40, to the 30, streaking to the sideline, to the 10. He scores! Touchdown, San Diego! Football's great. Football is back.
I tell you, man, I felt just a bolt of lightning. I'll tell you. It's a great feeling. Great feeling.
Oh, it's been a long, hard road.
That was a super win. I'm going to tell you this. The thing that I'm the most proud of is the way you hung in there as a team. It's very fitting that we win that game in this fashion. Having to face the adversity that we face, it's very fitting. And it goes to show the real true character of this football team.
In 1992, 9 teams had new head coaches. Dennis Green led the Vikings to the NFC Central crown, while the Colts' Ted Marchibroda and Green Bay's Mike Holmgren also built surprise winners. But throughout every pro football season, all head coaches function as guides and gurus on the road to the Super Bowl.
Let's go out and let's show them how it's done. We are capable of doing it. Now let's go.
Come on, let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Get them up there. Go. Turn this thing loose. Come on. Come on. Come on.
During a season-long journey, head coaches must run a tight ship and keep things loose.
57, Kowalkowski. I coached his dad at Detroit.
What's his dad's name?
Kowalkowski. Come on, kicker, kick touchdown. You can't stand in the way when the kicker's in there. I know you do that in college ball, but in pro ball, the ball will hit you in the head. Now you know why I hate college players. They're in the way. Damn rookie.
All right? Yeah, I just got my jaw rocked.
Damn rookie went backside instead of front side.
Why did you float that ball?
Because he had him beaten. I tried to lay it up and over the end.
You're not giving him enough time to punch and cut. Okay? You got to drill that one. Okay? We never thrown it in practice like that. Do it like you did it in practice, okay? What we need to do is no turnovers, no risky throws, make sure the snaps every time, make sure the handoff. You got to play smart within yourself now. Don't do that, Browning! We don't need the big play. You gotta rein yourself. I'm gonna get mad at you, okay?
That's fine.
But I don't hold any grudges, neither should you.
I don't.
Okay, be careful.
I am.
Okay.
I had him.
It's part of being on the field, okay?
I know that. I understand that.
Okay.
A long way from being over now. It's a long way. Don't let up. Don't let up.
You stay out of here, okay? They're going to get some bad language, baby. Offense! Now listen. We need 3 lousy first downs. We cannot pass the ball. The wind's moving it. The quick game isn't there. It's your job to make the running game go. You better compete. All right? You understand? Get it done.
Now listen, man. Right now is when you find out what you're made of. You just jam it down the throat. Get yourself a little steak in you now. Steak it.
And I'll tell you what. This is our opportunity to get it done right now with the defense, the best in the league.
Nothing to say about that. Do it.
Now, when I take the nose out, give me a DB that's not in the 8-pack that has a brain.
Now! Bootleg here! Bootleg!
Look at it. Oh.
Get the sideline now! Don't let him out! Don't let him out of bounds!
There it is, dude!
Among the season's new head coaches, some surprising wizardry was performed. Ted Marchibroda and Mike Holmgren transformed their teams into winners, while Dennis Green also made a big splash in Minnesota. These head coaches brought welcome changes to their teams, but others received unwanted walking papers. Those forced by the wayside at season's end included Denver's Dan Reeves and Chicago's Raging Bear, Mike Ditka.
No, not Guy G!
You know, the Bears will come back. Mike Ditka will survive. I'll land on my feet. There's no problem about that. I don't worry about that. Just 2 short pass.
We love you, Mike.
There were departures of great coaches and arrivals of new leaders, like Pittsburgh's Bill Cowher.
Let's have some fun playing football our style. We control the tempo of this football game today. Now let's go.
The Steelers responded immediately to their young, energetic coach. The same team that endured a losing record in 1991 won 6 of their first 8 games in 1992, a testament to Cowher's skills as a teacher and motivator.
That's a big play, big man. That's a big play. Go back, think about your weave, think about the things in training camp that made you do so effective.
I think enthusiasm is something that comes from within. I know what we need to do. I know how we need to do it. And the thing that we have to do is surround ourselves with people who have the same common goal in obtaining what we all want to get, which is a championship.
One of those players was running back Barry Foster, the third-year, fifth-round draft choice, whose conference-leading 1,690 yards was a direct result of Cowher's encouragement.
We gotta get a killer instinct in us, put teams down, and get this game in our pocket early. Let's
Neil
go.
O'Donnell calling the signals under center. O'Donnell giving that ball to Foster, big hole through the middle of 20 to 50. He's headed in. Down 5, touchdown Pittsburgh.
As Pittsburgh pounded out victory after victory, their new passion for winning intensified.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. You want emotion? Watch this football team play football for 60 minutes. Hey. We'll show you emotion. That's the way to move it!
Into the end zone, touchdown Pittsburgh.
We are right now 8-3. And that's where we're at. Make sure you understand that. You know, as you're a leader in this team, we need to have that type of commitment. And I'll tell you what, we got a hell of an opportunity coming up.
The Steelers made the most of that opportunity, winning 11 games and easily winning the AFC Central Championship.
We own the division, baby! I'm gonna tell you something. I sense a lot of pride here, man. I'll tell you what, you're the best in the National Football League. That's the way you gotta think. Let's go, baby.
Unfortunately, While Cowher's Steelers thought they were the best, they weren't ready to contend with the teams that really were. In the playoffs, they lost to the more experienced Buffalo Bills. But in the end, this tough young team and its talented coach won an enormous amount of respect.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks a lot. You did
you guys go all the way.
Thank you. You did a magnificent job. I'm proud of you.
Okay, good luck to you.
For Bill Cowher, it was a magnificent year. And he proved that sometimes the wisest of leaders succeed with the simplest of philosophies.
Since training camp, man, this is what it's all about now. It's unleash it. Nothing to lose. Have some fun.
The road to the Super Bowl has its share of disappointment. Look at the Redskins. They failed to defend their world championship. Or the Saints, whose season ended with their 4th playoff loss in 4 tries. Every journey, every quest is filled with obstacles. And these challenges test a team and, for better or worse, reveal its true character.
The way the Philadelphia Eagles began this season, it was hard to imagine they'd ever be tested.
He's loading up. He's going deep down the far side. In full stride, it's Arkansas Fred at the 5. Touchdown!
There is nobody does it better than number 12.
They're pumped up, man. We're pumped up too, but we're older and more mature. So we just relax and go down the field. Not make mistakes, man. We used to make young mistakes. We don't make them anymore.
They steamrolled to a 4-0 start. But success is just the first test. The next one is how you handle success.
Go, man. Hey, Herschel, man, you're doing more damn talking than you are damn playing today. You're doing more talking than you are playing today, Herschel.
The Eagles didn't handle it well.
Eagles is in town! The Eagles is in town! This ain't the Broncos, baby!
Their emotions had blinded them. And when their chest swelled with pride, they didn't notice that the rest of the league had painted a target on it.
They have no idea what just hit them. Hey, they are totally bent out of shape. Randall is struggling big time.
The Eagles lost sight of the opposition and turned against each other.
And he was one-on-one. Don't worry about that. Listen, just stay with me. We got some guys to shut up here. Yeah, well, you tell me to shut up. You're the quarterback.
Jim McMahon has replaced Randall Cunningham.
From their emotional peak, they fell into a valley of chaos and dissension and became their own worst enemies.
Cunningham goes back and gives it to Walker, who fumbles the football. Let's see. I think the Packers have it.
With a minute and 30-something seconds left on the clock, you don't run the ball. Well, how far do you think you're going to get running the ball? You know, you got to get the ball in field goal range for the field goal kicker to win the game for us, and we're running the ball on 1st and 2nd down. You know, some things I just don't understand. Maybe it's me. Is it me? Somebody please tell me.
And it doesn't do any good to criticize me, but the big thing is be accountable yourself before you start pointing fingers.
Every individual, get yourself prepared. Let's get back to playing football like we started out the first 4 games, right?
On the road to the Super Bowl, not all who hesitate are lost. The Eagles rediscovered themselves in time.
Floating into the end zone for Calvin Williams, who leaps, has a touchdown! The last play of the game. Griffin rolling, being chased, firing. It's incomplete. The game is over. The Eagles win. They are going crazy. The Eagles are in the playoffs. It couldn't be more dramatic. It couldn't be more dramatic.
Don't pick it up here, Tank. Everybody's picking it up now.
The Eagles and coach Rich Kotite rallied together to win their last 4 games and topped it off with their first playoff victory in 12 years.
It's looking good. Back goes Hebert again under a rush. Intercepted and running in for a touchdown is Eric Allen. And now we'll tell you that this is over. Pack the bag, Cindy. We're heading for Dallas.
That's nice. No, it's only the beginning, pal. That's it. That's first shot back. Never quit.
When things are tough, when there is some turmoil, one thing is they play together and they play hard.
The Eagles survived a trial by fire, but it was the icy winds of change that tested the Buffalo Bills, blowing them off the top of the AFC East for the first time since 1987.
And it is intercepted and brought back to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, and down the sideline goes Louis Oliver for the touchdown. How do you like that?
The mystique of the invincible Bills was dead, and the Dolphins danced on their grave.
I keep telling y'all, we riding them Buffalo all the way back to Miami. We on Buffalo back. We on their back. Yeah.
Bring it on.
Defense showed up at the same time.
I'm taking myself. Little whips.
Swallowed up by the Dolphins, the Bills suffered through the rest of the season in the belly of the whale. The Bills limped into the playoffs with key players on the sidelines, but when the way is darkest, the opportunity for heroes is greatest. And sometimes it takes the worst of circumstances to bring out the best in a football team.
The Bills will have to travel the long way to get back to the Super Bowl this year without their number one man, Jim Kelly. Frank Wright will start at quarterback. For the Houston Oilers, it will be their top gun in the run and shoot, Warren Moon. So fasten your seatbelts. It's time to play football in Orchard Park.
The fourth touchdown pass for Warren Moon.
Oh, when it rains, it pours, don't it?
You know, the lights are on here at Rich Stadium. They've been on since this morning. You could pretty much turn them out on the Bills right now.
We can overcome, baby. We can overcome this.
The Oilers had victory in their grasp, but the moment was slipping through their fingers.
Four-man rush, drops back in the pocket, sails it long. Oh, Beebe at the 10, at the 5, in for the touchdown.
Suddenly, Rich Stadium has awakened.
There's the snap. He backs up. He looks. He throws. Free touchdown. Unbelievable. The Bills are back in it big time.
Good job. Good job. Hey, we still got one more. Still got to get one more.
Three wide receivers. Two to the right. Back to throw. He looks. He throws. Touchdown. Andre Reed for the touchdown. The Bills have scored. They have scored to take the lead.
They don't want it, baby. They don't want it. Now they talking about character. This is one. This is a team, damn it.
By rallying around a new hero, it was a team that met its toughest challenge.
Great comeback in playoff history.
The Bills can win it here. Wright puts it down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. And the Bills have won it. The Bills have won it. The Bills have won it. They win it 41-38. Incredible. What a comeback by the Bills.
The challenges of a season can reveal a hero's true character. But until he reaches the Super Bowl, his journey is not complete. The hero will find still more damsels in distress, still more dragons to be slain.
Every team that travels the road to the Super Bowl seeks to attain a heroic identity. For the 49ers and Cowboys, that search involved redefining the mythic aura that these teams had created in seasons past. While San Francisco and Dallas summoned up new heroes, the Dolphins' quest again centered on two enduring ones, Dan Marino and Don Shula.
You guys know what we have to get done now. We got to hang together. Hang together. Defense first. We got to do the good job on the kickoff, the hang time.
Don Shula emphasized textbook fundamentals, but he depended on the storybook heroics of Dan Marino. Marino passed for over 4,000 yards, then matched this Herculean achievement by leading Miami to the AFC Championship game.
Snap to Dan, back he goes to throw. In the pocket, deep up the middle. Man down there, Jackson, touchdown!
What a catch! And what a throw by Marino!
While Marino was a force of one, San Francisco's Steve Young commanded a mighty, multifaceted arsenal. Young's skill in deploying weapons such as John Taylor, Brent Jones, Ricky Watters, and Jerry Rice made this quarterback the league's MVP and Miller Lite's Player of the Year. As Joe Montana's successor, the courageous Young continually sacrificed his body, but protecting his psyche proved a more formidable challenge. Replacing a legend was a constant headache, for although he won ball games, Young could not win hearts.
Montana is still the best, and he always will be.
Young made few mistakes, but even rare slip-ups put him in the long shadow cast by the legendary Montana.
Down to the 25, down to the 20, up into the middle, down to the 15, gets back up and is landed out of the 16-yard line. Then he lost the ball after the second time.
Stupid. Joe Montana would be running in the first place. Elevation.
But Steve Young resolutely remained his own man, and running was a vital part of his unique identity.
Split in the backfield, Young to throw, sets up, tucks it in, runs away to his left, has some space, he's got lots of room, 35, 30, stays in bounds, he's to the 20, 15, one man to get by, he's to the 5, carries him into the end zone. Oh, what a play by Steve Young.
To opposing coaches, Young's running ability was God-given in more ways than one.
Steve Young is a direct descendant of Brigham Young. And sometimes when you see him run, it's almost like you wish you were a Mormon because it looks like the damn Red Sea is parting. Nobody touches him. So I can see where there is some value there in his direct descendancy. The runs he's had are amazing.
As the league's top-rated passer, Young directed the NFL's highest-scoring team, and in one game, San Francisco tallied 56 points against Atlanta.
I know it looks stupid with both these hats on, but when you put 56 on the scoreboard, you can wear hats like this. I might get me a third one, just because I can.
The torch had been passed from one hero to another, with no loss of the last-gasp gallantry that has long fueled the 49ers' mystique.
Now it is first and goal at the 7, and Young looking to the end zone. Touchdown 49ers! Brent Jones, the leaping cut!
People here, they think that's what Joe Montana would do. Steve Young took this 49er team right down the field.
And Steve Young also led the 49ers to pro football's best record and their 7th NFC Championship game in the past 12 seasons.
Road to Pasadena comes through Candlestick now, baby.
In the 1970s, it seemed all our heroes were cowboys, and a Dallas dynasty was called America's team. But that was then. And America's team now has stars of a different stripe. These Texans did not do the two-step. This team was on the cutting edge. But like the old-fashioned cowboys, they attracted admirers everywhere and drew the largest crowd of the year in the LA Coliseum.
I can't believe it. Look at all that blue up there. Not moving either. America's team.
Bill Clinton had a weapons party when he won the presidential elections. I can imagine what it's going to be like when we win the Super Bowl. You're playing games to find out who are the contenders and who are the pretenders. Hey, dominate the line of scrimmage. Let's have a hell of a game. Win. 1, 2, 3, win.
Although the Cowboy defense did not include an All-Pro, these unsung heroes became the NFL's best.
When you get your hands on them, you'll turn them. You're too quick for them. Every time that ball's on the ground, we got to think scoop and score, guys. Got a war on our heads for 4 minutes. Let's go. Throws it forward. Russell Maryland picks it off in midair, and he goes all the way for the score. Unbelievable.
Number one defense in the league. Number one defense in the league. Dallas Cowboy defense, unconscious.
You know we feel all right.
I'd much rather be down in the Caribbean somewhere.
Jimmy Johnson's frequent flyer offense traveled to exotic places and covered incredible distances. Once America's team had Tony Dorsett, now these Cowboys had Emmitt Smith, who led the league in both rushing and scoring touchdowns.
Got the lane, got 68 yards. This one's over. Aikman handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going all the way. He's going to score. He's got the 5. It's a touchdown. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It should never have happened, but Emmitt Smith does the impossible.
The team's heartthrob was quarterback Troy Aikman. Although he was cut from the same heroic timber as legendary Roger Staubach, could he be another Captain Comeback? All Aikman did was to direct the youngest team in pro football to the best record in Dallas Cowboy history.
Deep ball for Harper in the end zone.
The Cowboys dominated pro football's toughest division, the NFC East.
We're not getting 2 minutes seconds. Let's do it.
And then crushed the arch-rival Eagles in the divisional playoffs. In 4 short seasons, they had gone from their division's worst team to its best and had resurrected the glamorous and heroic traditions of America's team.
Hey, super job. You are 1 game away from the Super Bowl.
The conference championship games provide the climax to this season-long story as pro football's 4 best teams wage the final battle on the road to the Super Bowl.
Good afternoon, everybody. It doesn't get any better than this in the AFC and brilliant sunshine at Joe Robbie Stadium.
1993 AFC Championship game almost underway.
Time to go to war. It's the Bills and the Dolphins, with the winner going to Pasadena and the Super Bowl, and the loser headed home.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Field of Streams, Candlestick Park, the NFC Championship game between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Not exactly a beautiful day, but hopefully it will be here in about 4 hours.
Oh, baby. That's all we need is one more, baby, to the bowl. One more. Let's go now. Let's go.
Backs up in the pocket, and they sack Marino. And here's Marino to throw, and they got him sacked again. He's got a man wide open, and up to the 20 fumble, and the Bills get the ball. And Marino is sacked. He is buried, and it's fumbled. The ball is fumbled and picked up by the Bills. They have it again.
Walt Corey and the Bills coaching staff are confusing Dan Marino.
Come on, Steve, let's go.
And Young is changing the play.
He's open. You got him.
Here's backside pressure. He gets the ball away. Downfield, Rice is there. He's to the 30. He's going to win the race. 10-5. Touchdown 49ers. He simply out-sprinted Isaac Holt. 63-yard touchdown pass. But wait, there is a flag. Holding on San Francisco.
You have to like the fired-up defense so far of the Bills, and offensively, a good play calling in this one. They're throwing just about everything at Miami.
It's 3-all early in the second quarter. And here's Kelly to throw. A little screen to Thurman at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, and he is in for the touchdown. Thurman Thomas on the left screen goes 17 yards for the touchdown. The gloves are off. Marino probably wants to throw on first down. He will. He looks. It's batted into the air and intercepted by the Bills. It is picked off on a great play by Phil Hansen.
What a play. Mistake after mistake after mistake. And the fans are getting all over their case now. They're beginning to turn ugly because they're seeing an ugly display.
Hey, Ricky, you're the real running back on the field, and the
Smith's gonna do nothing. He's used to the turf.
Youngman, a handoff to Waters. Breaks to the outside. Breaks tackle. Loses the ball. Smith has it. Brings it back. He's inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 24-yard line of San Francisco.
Run him in. Had a run, Evan. Had a run. You the man, baby. You the man.
And Aikman handoff. Smith coming left. Johnston got the block, and Smith will easily stroll in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
It's loose, and we'll see who got it at the 24-yard line. A big pile up there.
Whoa.
Thurman Thomas at the 15. He fumbles the ball, and Miami picks it up, I believe.
No.
Marco Coleman tried to pick it up and run with it and dropped it.
What a terrible play by Coleman. He should have just fallen right on the ball. Instead, he tried to pick it up and run with it.
Miami is making every bonehead play in the book.
Run him over, baby.
It's like a tomb in here right now. This crowd is in stunned disbelief.
We're going to do this with class, baby. They got a hell of a football team, but we got class. Remember that. See you next week. Stay tuned.
You just get the feeling, don't you, that this game's going right to the wire? Somewhere soon, the 49er defense is going to have to handle the third down plays of the Cowboys, and they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Cowboys very poised so far in this series. 49ers are offside. Johnson takes the ball, gets to the goal line, into the end zone. That's a touchdown for Dallas.
Touchdown, we declare. Run him back.
Slot right, Aikman back, he's pressured, he throws it out, Smith's there, he's got the first down, coming right to 5. Irvin's block, puts it in. Emmitt Smith carries it in, and it's touchdown Dallas. They trail 24-13. So if they win this one, it's going to be just as dramatic as Montana to Clark in 1982, I'll tell you that. Young drops back to throw, a lot of pressure. The ball away, caught, touchdown 49ers!
It's Cowboys 24-20 right now. And the Cowboys come out with the biggest drive in probably 12 years.
Let's go! Let's go get him!
As big a play as you can have at this moment of the contest. At the 20, first down. Aikman is going to throw, deep slant. Caught, 35. Harper's breaking away. Harper's got midfield. Harper's got the 30. Harper's got the 20. Harper's got the 10-yard line. Big play. Could be a game winner.
It's an absolute classic.
Aikman, good protection. Over the middle. It's caught by Kelvin Post with the 2. Touchdown. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, the NFC Championship, baby. Fantastic. It's fantastic. Then they said a Russian champion never went to the Super Bowl. Ain't that what they said?
The Bills are going to the big show. California, here they come.
The Cowboys are going to a Super Bowl. This team's going to Pasadena.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys? But you understand, we do have one game left to play.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the greatest show in sport. From the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it's the Bills and the Cowboys in Super Bowl 27.
Buffalo's going down. The first down, you're out. Dallas, we're taking the championship trophy home to Dallas. We will not be denied.
Nice day to be world champions today, wouldn't you think? Great day. We're going to take full advantage of it, too. See, they used to losing. We're going to rock the house. We're going to rock the house. Oh, you got butterflies or something. That's big, man. It is big. It's awfully bright out here. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of damn people, huh?
It is said that the Super Bowl is the final chapter of a great mystery novel. But in Super Bowl 27, the only suspense came from Michael Jackson's special effects crew. The day belonged to the Dallas Cowboys, and the moment to their supremely confident leader, head coach Jimmy Johnson.
It might be more colorful to tell you that I was consumed with tense, suspenseful thoughts, but there were none. Oh, I was excited and happy and anxious to get started, but as for the sort of feeling a commander has as a great battle looms, no, that had come 2 weeks earlier at San Francisco. It must have been a more tense time for the Bills than for us, because they'd been to 2 straight Super Bowls without a win. It would be 3 when this day was done. I knew that.
Guys, it's not our job, it's our responsibility to win this game. Let's go out and get it done. Let's go!
I really didn't have any butterflies. I just wanted to lay that royal flush on the table and rake in all the chips. 28 years of coaching told me that we would win, about as surely as 49 years of life told me that the sun, now high in the Southern California sky, would set at game's end.
Okay, how about them Cowboys, huh?
And in his 4th season with the Cowboys, head coach Jimmy Johnson.
Right crossfires. Come on, Thomas.
That ring, baby. That ring on 3. 1, 2, 3. Ring.
Stay outside, baby. Stay outside.
750 million people worldwide were focused on the Rose Bowl. The battle-hardened Buffalo Bills, in their 3rd straight Super Bowl, faced the outrageously young Dallas Cowboys, who were hoping to win their first championship in 15 years. It all began with a record 21-point first quarter.
Mike Saxon will punt it away now, standing back at the 2-yard line. And the kick is blocked. It is blocked by the Bills, and it goes out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Steve Tasker got through. The Bills have the ball at the 16-yard line.
I saw immediately what had happened. Buffalo had really done a good job scouting us. They knew that Dixon Edwards, who normally plays left tackle on our punt team, had a pulled hamstring and was questionable for the game. Sure enough, on our first punt, we substituted a rookie, Robert Jones, for Dixon. Buffalo spotted that and took advantage. They put their excellent special teams player, Steve Tasker, on Robert Jones. At the snap, Tasker slanted inside Robert and got in to block Mike Saxon's punt.
Bills were sending them, and it was Steve Tasker, the All-Pro, who got in there and got his hand on it, and that fires some people up here. Can you say special teams?
Thurman running right, looking for the hole, and he is in for the touchdown. Thurman Thomas has scored. The Bills lead at 6-0. Thurman Thomas off the right side of the formation, behind the block by Will Wolford.
And it's Wolford's block on number 55, Robert Jones.
Come on, James!
And the rest was all Thurman Thomas grinding out that last yard.
And the Bills have taken the lead.
Come inside out and make the play. You got them stopped right there, underneath the thing. Come on, Robert.
I wasn't worried, but I was quite irritated that we had allowed Buffalo to get momentum that we were going to have to take back.
We have to be able to communicate with each other, trying to find out what's going on. Let's not get excited, all right? Okay, let's not get excited.
On their next possession, the Buffalo turnover flaw began to show. Kelly, pressured by our blitz, was intercepted by James Washington, who returned 13 yards to the Buffalo 47.
Kenny Gantz blitzed, forced Kelly to make a mistake.
I can't say I was really elated because we felt all along that we'd get some turnovers. But little did we know that this was the first of a Super Bowl record 9 turnovers we would collect from the Bills.
Stay there, baby.
Our offensive game plan, in addition to throwing to our receivers in one-on-one coverage, had a contingency for when Buffalo had both safeties back, each covering half the field. We would run the ball and throw to our tight end, Jay Novacek, across the middle. After the first Buffalo turnover, We converted a 3rd and 16 play when Michael Irvin found single coverage and caught a 20-yard pass from Troy at the Buffalo 33.
On 3rd down and 17. Straight drop, standing, deep middle. Caught, first down. And maybe that is the spark for the Cowboys offense.
2 plays later, Troy Aikman looked for Jay Novacek on a seam route down the middle. The throw had to be perfect. And it was.
Aikman with a straight drop to throw again. Going for the end zone. Novacek at the 2, takes it in. Touchdown, Cowboys! 23 yards, pro bowler to pro bowler. That's how you overcome a shaky start.
The game was tied and beginning to unfold in our direction.
Let's go, D, let's go. We're gonna kill him, we're gonna kill him.
In an electrifying burst of might, the Cowboys scored their second touchdown in 15 seconds.
Kelly's going to throw here. Haley hit him and picked off in the air. Jimmy Jones intercepts and rolls in for a touchdown.
We set it up by adjusting our pass rush. Charles Haley normally lines up on the defensive right side. We moved him over to the left side. Haley sacked Kelly again, this time at the Bills' 2-yard line. Kelly fumbled, and our Jimmy Jones caught the ball in midair, and we went in for a touchdown.
Charles Haley going up against Howard Ballard, and that speed rush of Haley, he just went right around the house and hit Jim Kelly.
Johnson's approach is straightforward. Get talented players, keep it simple, and put them in positions to make big plays. In Pasadena, he unleashed them like a Santa Ana wind in a storm of turnovers and touchdowns.
Instant disaster for the Bills.
We led 14-7 as the first quarter ended, and we would not trail again.
Jimmy Johnson would not allow the Bills' no huddle to be a problem. His staff would substitute during stoppages, measurements, whenever. And Buffalo's offensive line would tire long before his Cowboys. The problem was Andre Reed. On the first play of the second quarter, Reed picked up 40 yards on his way to 8 catches and over 150 yards.
Wow, what a run by Andre Reed before Larry Brown caught him. And I don't think anybody better move, and I hope you got oxygen next to the soft drinks and the popcorn.
The Bills were inside the Cowboy 5. Up in the press box, defensive coordinator Dave Wannstedt relayed his strategy down to line coach Butch Davis.
Fullback! Watch the fullback!
A goal line stand would break the Bills' will for good.
It's going to be on the 2-yard line. You want to go giant? Giant! Giant! Giant!
On second down, Thurman Thomas was nailed just short of a touchdown by linebacker Vincent Smith. Dallas would turn them back.
We made that goal line stand with 2 of the biggest plays of the game. On 3rd and 1, Buffalo running back Kenneth Davis came left, and Kenny Norton made a great play to stop him for no gain.
Right. And the handoff to the deep man, and a bang at the goal line.
Oh, stop it, Kenny! Stop!
Pushed back. He was pushed back. He didn't get in.
Kenny Norton, Brad. Kenny Norton makes a huge hit. He makes the play. We started this game by saying that Ken Norton would have to have his name called a lot if the Cowboys are going to be successful, and it's Norton who makes the play.
When we saw that Buffalo was going for the touchdown on 4th and 1, we got out of our goal line defense and put our regular pass defense unit back in.
Here comes Sumner. Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
Buffalo had run at us twice for no gain, and we were virtually certain that Marv Levy and his staff weren't going to try it again on 4th down. Sure enough, they threw.
Six times in the first half, Buffalo needed 1 yard for a first down or a touchdown. 6 times they were knocked back. On the next series, Kelly was knocked out.
Kelly is holding his right knee in a lot of pain.
In obvious pain.
Kenny Norton blitzed and hit him. Knowing Jim and liking him, I felt bad that he was injured. But football-wise, I knew we were going to have to adjust our defensive thinking.
Have battled back from so much adversity this season, but it is going to be up to the miracle man, Frank Reich.
Frank Reich, their backup quarterback, had a superb playoff season, so the Bills weren't exactly out of weapons. Reich isn't the riverboat gambler Jim is. Reich likes to control the passing game, where Jim will take a few more chances down the field.
Coming after him.
On Reich's second play of the game, he hit Andre Reed, the crossing route again, for 38 yards to our 22, but we were able to hold them to a field goal on that drive.
While Reed was an annoyance, Michael Irvin was simply annoyed.
In the perimeter, they're playing outside, This is a joke. We can go up and down the field.
The Bills' 2-deep zone had taken the playmaker out of the game. So Dallas used Emmitt Smith as a wedge to pry them out of that zone. Johnson put Buffalo in a literal catch-22. The Bills hadn't allowed a 100-yard rusher all year long. The league's rushing leader ripped off a quick 38 yards on his way to 108.
After that, we knew immediately that Buffalo was going to start cheating their safety up to stop the run. So on the very next play, anticipating 3-deep coverage, one-on-one against our receivers, Troy threw to Michael Irvin for a 19-yard touchdown, and now we were up 21-10.
It was more of the keep it simple Johnson plan. The easiest passes are square ins and slants, especially when Irvin and Alvin Harper are about 6'3", and the Bills' defensive backs average only 5'11". All Aikman had to do was find his tall targets. 22 out of 30 times he did. Jimmy Johnson was seizing the moment.
The turnovers were coming fast and furious, one right after another. Reich threw a screen to Thurman Thomas. Leon Lett came up and stripped the ball, and Jimmy Jones recovered at the Buffalo 18. We work on stripping the ball year-round, and we hadn't come into the Super Bowl with any plan of reaching for the ball more than normal. It was just paying off for us more than usual.
And let's see who got the ball. Do the Cowboys have it? Yes, they do. The Cowboys have it.
And Aikman tossed it once more to Michael Irvin, as Super Bowl 27 was deteriorating into a merciless, one-sided beating.
Aikman under center wing left. Blitz look. Aikman 7-step drop. Throws it right to the goal line. Irvin jumping, catch at the 3. Diving. Touchdown.
Now, I'd love to be able to tell you that I was just going bonkers on the sidelines, but I had no feeling of tension or suspense. Why should I? You know, we were just laying down the cards on the table, one by one. 10 of hearts, Jack of hearts, Queen of hearts, 1 billion people watching on television, and another 100,000 or so in the Rose Bowl weren't certain we held the rest of the cards. But we were.
So the Bills have had the wheels come off here. Dallas scored 2 touchdowns in 15 seconds, and now 2 in 18 seconds.
Let's go. These guys have come back from big deficits now. We got to suck it up at halftime.
At halftime, I didn't want to plant negative seeds in our players' mind by saying, now remember, Buffalo came back against Houston. Instead, I said, we're going to approach it like it's nothing to nothing. We're going to approach it as we always do. And so we went out to drop the king and the ace on 1 billion+ people.
The Cowboys maintained control the same way they had gained it. And in the end, they ran 29 times and passed 30 times. Near perfect offensive symmetry. The offensive line opened holes for Smith and wide sight lines for Aikman, who sighted wide open receivers. There was always the all-pro safety valve Jay Novacek, who slipped underneath to catch 7 key passes. Defensively, it was a feeding frenzy. Reich had to throw, and the 21 fresh subs and starters on the league's top-ranked unit knew it. The game's most revealing statistic? Troy Aikman outrushed Thurman Thomas 28-19.
I just relaxed and enjoyed the game. It was in hand. The only irritation I had in the second half was on the last play of the third quarter.
Down to 19 seconds left in the quarter on 3rd and 13. Reich has the ball, drops back. Going to have to beat the zone on this throw.
Offside.
Now throws long to the end zone all along. Touchdown there for Don Beebe. And the Bills have...
Reich scrambled and stepped across the line of scrimmage and then threw a 40-yard touchdown pass to Don Beebe. Reich was obviously across the line of scrimmage when he threw, but the officials didn't call it.
The scrimmage was the 40. When he let it go, his left foot was at the 39. His arm was past the 40.
Funny, as soon as Reich threw the ball, he looked around for a flag.
Upon review after the game, the league would confirm that we were right. Oh well, it was 31-17 at the end of the third quarter. We had control.
At the start of the fourth quarter, the Bills had a faint pulse. They trailed by only 2 scores. But just when it seemed that Dallas, a team 1-15 3 years earlier, might self-destruct, Troy Aikman was there to rescue them. The Super Bowl MVP put the game out of reach with his 10th touchdown pass of the playoffs without an interception, his 4th of Super Bowl 27.
Cowboys! Oh, what a throw! And this completion to Alvin Harper, his first of the day, looks to have clinched a Cowboys Super Bowl championship.
Before the game, Harper predicted he'd haul in the winning touchdown.
Winning touchdown today. 60 yards. Watch now.
It wasn't 60, but it was the game clincher.
That's right, remember? How far was it? How far was it? 56 yards. And I told you 60, but it was 56.
Regardless, the rout was on.
It was 38-17. Now we would turn the storm loose. Thomas Everett got his second interception, this time off Reich, and returned it 22 yards to the Bills' 8. 3 plays later, Emmett scored to make it 45-17.
10-yard line. Aikman a draw to Smith. Coming left. Breaks those. Cuts to the 5. Turning at the 1. Touchdown, Emmitt Smith. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Now the game was out of hand, becoming one great merry blur. Next Buffalo possession, next Buffalo turnover, next Dallas touchdown.
And now a fumble by Reich trying to pull away. The ball is rolling loose.
Reich fumbled. Kenny Norton recovered and returned it 9 yards into the end zone to make it 52-17. And we still had half a quarter left to play.
Ken Norton runs it in. It's a touchdown. Oh, the Bills thought that the ball was down, and Norton picked up the loose ball and ran it in.
This has just been a horrible and horrendous nightmare for the Bills. What a way to end a tremendous season.
And then came the play that everyone who watched that game remembers.
Reich on 4th down to throw. Pressure, sack by Jeffco. And fumble. And Leon let it go. Oh, look out, here he goes. Here comes the man to the 20. Go ahead. Oh, Leon has it knocked out of his hand. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. He had it knocked out of his hand.
This one, rather than all the good things Leon Lett did that day, would be his dubious distinction in Super Bowl history. Leon began to thunder downfield for what surely would be the most memorable, if not the only touchdown return of the big defensive lineman's career. Leon was so overjoyed that he held the ball out just short of the goal line. Ha! Don Beebe, the Bills receiver who had chased him down, reached out and slapped the ball from Leon's hands, giving Buffalo possession and costing us the record for points in a Super Bowl.
It's not going to be a touchdown. It's not. Don Beebe caught him from behind and knocked it out of his hand. It was going to be a 62-yard touchdown return by Leon Lett. Oh, Leon!
But for the slap of Don Beebe's hand on an unprotected ball, we would have scored the most points ever in that last game of the year.
The Cowboys are back on top of the mountain now. They were there in the 70s, fell off in the 80s. They're back on top now, and they should stay there a while. Wow.
Get him! That's all they've been waiting for all year, folks. They've been waiting for that moment all year.
Troy Aikman's the MVP. Jimmy Johnson's taking his team from the absolute worst to the absolute best.
Let's get that there fixed up.
Your Cowboys are the champions.
First NFL rushing title to win the Super Bowl.
I told the team, the feeling you have at this very moment is one of the best things you'll ever have in your life, especially the feeling you have for one another.
You catch 22, and you still ain't caught them yet.
More than the event itself, the feeling of accomplishment with a teammate. We were the world champions of pro football. How about them Cowboys?